Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, or good night. I don't know. But I am Mr. Stringham, and I am the heating and air conditioning instructor here at Edison Academy, and I am going to be giving you a quick tour of the classroom and the lab. Behind me over my shoulder are some of the tools that we use in the HVAC program. Now let's take a look and see what else they do. This is our resident snowman, Frosty. He runs all year long, and that's solid ice. He stays icy from September to June, and varying with the weather, varies his size. Behind me, these are the first projects that you will work on, learning how to use the tubing tools that are in this locker here. The tubing cutters, the flaring tools, the swages, the clamps, the hammers. All these are done in the first 9 weeks, doing a variety of projects which are designed to get you to be able to feel comfortable with using things like the torches behind me here at our welding table. I've got a couple set that are right there that's oxyacetylene, but before you get into it, we tend to start you off with something a little bit smaller, like this matte gas torch that you can get at Home Depot. It's kind of easy to manipulate and use. It's a standard torch that you just light off, and we use it to melt metal together to reconnect for some copper tubing projects that they'll do a little bit later. Once you learn how to do the soldering and brazing and copper tubing skills, you'll be assigned a refrigeration trainer that does the same thing that Frosty does, but it makes it 40 degrees inside the box down in here. And that pretty much is what you're going to use to learn the refrigeration cycle, which is used in 3 different areas probably in your everyday life. Your automobile has a refrigeration cycle for the car AC. Your house has a refrigeration cycle for both the refrigerator in your home and the unit that sits outside your house. This is what's going to prep you with your copper tubing skills to learn what you need to be a certified mechanic with the EPA. There's a variety of electrical projects that you'll work on, something simple, starting out with a light switch outlet. We learn how to draw a basic wiring diagram from this simple circuit, and then we kind of take it up a notch with a 3-way switch project that gets a little bit more involved because we have a traveling circuit, and then you kind of work your way up to something like this. This was actually a gold medal project from some students back in the day. They created this here to show the different thermostats and won a gold medal with our student organization, SkillsUSA, which is something that we can talk about once you get in the classroom here. So after you do the 3 electrical projects, you're actually back on the trainers doing more electrical wiring on those. The stuff that you practiced over here on these boards, you apply to a real actual trainer. And then from there, we kind of move into sheet metal, where you start to build some simple projects with the sheet metal, looking like a simple box like this here. Starts out like a flat piece of metal, and by the time you're done, you have a box, and you fold that up using all the stuff, the tools, the shears, the cutters, the things, the sheet metal tools that we have here. Then you'll build a toolbox, something like this here. All right, little toolbox to take home. And we also work on building a piece of ductwork. So you'll take a piece like this. This is really what you're practicing for, is to fabricate a piece of ductwork that we use mostly to move our airflow through. So if you like all that stuff there and you want to come back and do this for a living for the second year program, you're actually installing heating and air conditioning equipment like this gas furnace behind me. Or like the kids in here in my second year are putting in this condensing unit right here. They've got to braze, again, using their copper tubing skills, connect the pipe to there, braze it in, and then put in the thermostat, some duct work, wire it up, and kind of combine all the skills that you learn in the first year program into the second year. There's another unit that was installed by the kids. That one was also installed by the kids. And the main focus is that by the end of the second year, you're able to get your EPA certification, which is your refrigerant handling license, to be able to really work in the field, to be something more than a helper. If you want to continue on with the union, there's apprenticeship programs that take you through this is the first year all the way to the 5th year of a journeyman program, so that you can be the journeyman in this area, make $120,000 a year. That's $60 an hour. And they do very well in this particular area for finding jobs. So if this is something, if you want to get college credit, we have dual enrollment with Nova, tons of scholarships available, and lots of opportunities for kids to have a successful career in HVAC starting right here. So thank you. If you're interested, please let us know.